It's Alex here. Um, Basically, this one's just gonna be like a few tips, tricks, and like other things to do with like being trans that you may find helpful. Um, Sorry, I'm a little bit short of breath. I just had to run up and down the stairs after my little dog. Um, the first tip slash trick really is if you have like really like if you have blonde peach fuzz like I do, I dye mine. It's quite hard to see because my camera's not great quality, but I do have like, because I've dyed it, there's a mustache going on and there's some hair around here and around there. I've got little bits here, um, but beware. Don't do it before you go into an interview or something. If you live on your own, it's even better because for the first couple of days, it's going to stain your face real bad. Um, and if you've got like something big and important coming up within a couple of days, like after you've decided to dye it, it won't come off. I use black hair dye. Um, some people have sensitive skin, so I wouldn't recommend it if you have sensitive skin. I have very sensitive skin, and it burns a little bit for me, but it doesn't like bring me out in a rash or anything. The first time I tried it, it did. That was with um, what was it? I'm not sure what it's called. It's the one colour XXL or something, Schwarzkopf or something like that. That one brought me out in a rash, and it was a real bad rash, and it made my face swell. Um, but this time I used Poundland hair dye, and that one really stung. And then the time before that, I used Boots permanent hair dye. It's their little like Boots brand one, and that it didn't really sting a lot. Um, the dye was quite easy to get off my face, but after time, the effects of like the dye and that do fade. So you do have to do it like regularly. Um, um, Another tip slash this one's a tip, right? If you want to change your name by default, I've found a really cheap site. It's called UK Depot London. Um, and you can change it for just £15. It all depends on how many legal copies you want and stuff. So you can do it that way. Because for your to get your name changed, um, and to get 5 legal copies and get it saved to a digital archive, I think it costs £24.50. So that means you've got 5 legal copies. It's saved to the digital archive in case you need to order more copies, and also you can change your name, title, last name. So I found that quite handy because I got told that by Tavistock. Um, Another handy tip slash trick. Um, I use protein shakes and stuff to build muscle. Sorry, I just had a bit of an arm spasm. Um, and it does work. Like if you don't exercise with it though, you'd get a bit chubby because I was a bit lazy to start with and I didn't exercise and I got a bit chubby, and then I started exercising and it works out okay, to be honest. Um, Also, another thing I've found is if you have like a very feminine hairline, like I do, my hairline used to be really feminine, but what I do is I'd go back like that, and then I'd just get I'd get a razor and just cut along the edges just to make them a bit sharper. And a lot of people have said that it makes my hair look a lot more masculine. But these are all things that I've tried. Everything I'm recommending, I have tried and tested. Um, I did buy some crepe hair and some spirit gum, and if you're not experienced with it, it can be really hard to do. But that is a good way of finding out what facial hairs will suit you and stuff. And it's also a good way to help you pass a bit better if you've got a bit of a baby face. Um, because up until recently I did have quite a bit of baby face, but then my frown lines have just sort of like, you know, um, crepe hair's not that expensive as well. You can get it off Amazon, quite cheap. You get Spirit Gum and Spirit Gum Remover. You can buy that quite cheap. I wouldn't recommend the Snazoo Spirit Gum because that, from my personal experience, I had like a chin strap going on, chin strap and soul patch, and I wasn't really sweating. I was just walking around town with friends, and it just started peeling off slowly. And obviously that was quite embarrassing because like nobody in that group knew that I wasn't trans, so it was a bit, yeah. Um, Another tip, um, if you're going into men's clothing, like um, I'm a size small to medium in women's, so I wear medium to large in men's to one, because when you start T, your shoulders will get broader and you'll go up a couple of t-shirt sizes. And two, because it creates the appearance of a more flat chest, and that's like the goal. Another thing is when you start T, well, there's not everyone does, but most trans guys find that you go up a binder size, and that you may drop a couple of trouser sizes. Um, that's purely down to fat redistribution. So if you're going to be starting T soon, if I was you, I'd maybe like see if you could do like if there's any like binder exchange things near where you live, or if there's anyone willing to swap their binder or buy a cheap binder. Because if you buy a cheap one and you don't go up a binder size, you've saved yourself some money. But if you do go up a binder size, you've got one for the meantime until you can afford to buy a brand new one. And also another thing, boxer shorts. I found that certain types of boxer shorts are more comfortable than others. The ones that have like there's like the ones that just like you've got two leg holes and then there's like a bit that goes down the middle. I find they're really uncomfortable. Whereas if you get the ones that are flat in the middle, like they are really comfy. Hold on, I'll see if I can show you a pair. Um, um, that's just my personal experiences. These type, the ones that have like a gap. Like, hold on 1 second. They have like, sorry, that's my dog. There's like a gap here. It's that wide. I find them really comfortable, especially when packing, because it like means that it sits more comfortably and everything. So I find that helps. Also, if you're before you're going on T, or before you're having top surgery, you're trying to quit smoking. I find that e-cigs, I don't know, I don't find that they help. I find that nicotine patches help. I don't personally like the gum, but um, it's definitely a healthier option of quitting smoking. Um, Also, hairstyles. If you're trying to figure out what hairstyle suits you, don't go all over the top and go like bare blade all over. If you just cut a little bit off at a time, you can then see what suits you. You know, if you cut off too much, you can't go back and redo it. But if you don't cut off enough, you can cut off a bit more and make it better. So, yeah, that's my video. Give it a thumbs up, guys.